So ignore the terrible lighting, but we need to start this reading vlog for August. We need to do a reading journal update. I have mail I gotta get done, so you're probably able to see mail happening right now, and then reading journal and all that. So let's get started. I'll see you guys in the next update. Alright, hello everyone. It is Lex. We're doing an update. To be honest, don't remember what I have updated, so we're gonna do a lot of updating today because I don't remember. So let me pull up my Goodreads. I didn't start reading until the 8th of August, and so when I started reading on the 8th of August, I started with Bloom Part 2. I started with Bloom Part 2. I read Bloom Part 1 in June, and I was like, I have to wait. And then the audiobook got delayed, and it did not come out until the couple days after August began. So I picked that up and I read it. It's a continuation of the story between Bloom and his lover, which is Logan, which is the doctor. And like, the book overall was fine. I just wish it was more to get me up to a 5-star. But overall, it was a great read. I'm not going to explain much about it because you need to read Bloom Part 1 first, because it leaves you in a cliffhanger, and then you need to go into Bloom Part 2. So I gave Bloom Part 2 4 stars, and then I started Mountain Daddy by Ashley Tilly, and I actually like this book way more than the first book. So don't get me wrong, it's nothing like her Alliance series, but this book, I liked it a lot more. It was Dad's best friend, age gap, that type of thing, and I gave it 4.5 stars. So Kendra moves in with her dad, and she has a one-night stand with Luther. Luther runs the bar slash like motel, and they have a one-night stand. She goes and meets up with her dad because she's moving back with her dad, and he tells her when she gets to the house, hey, my best friend is coming the next morning, we're having breakfast so you can meet him. Kind of find out the next morning, Luther walks into the front door and sees Kendra and has a fit because he thought that she was having an affair with her dad. It was so funny. But he found out that it was actually, that's his best friend's kid, and their love story goes from there. And I actually like this love story. I did not like the third act breakup. I just have to get over the third act breakup. But the third act breakup was fine. I just wish it wasn't as long as a third act breakup, but that's okay. So, Mountain Daddy, 4.5 stars. Loved it more than the first book. Not as good as her Alliance series, but still love it. Okay, then I read I Could Be Yours by Helena Hunting. This is what's his name? Nate and Essie's book. I had to read it after I read Chase Love It Loves Me, because I wanted to read that book first, then read this one. So I read I Could Be Yours. So this is like the best man, maid of honor. They get together. Essie's been like, Essie liked him in high school, and then he kind of blew her off when the summer before he went to college, and kind of ghosted her, and so she's had a bad taste in her mouth since then. And so this is like second chance romance type of vibes. Thinking about the third act breakup in this, every third act breakup is stupid, just to be honest. And to be honest, I don't remember what this third act breakup was. So, and I gave it 4 stars. I do remember the third act breakup in this book. It was dumb as well. Mm-hmm. Um, so wish the third act breakup wasn't as long. Just gonna say that again. As long as it was in this book to get to their final part in their romance, but we got there, and we're just gonna leave it like that. 4 stars for this book. Cannot wait for the Toronto Terror series coming out in November. And we saw a glimpse of that book in I Could Be Yours. So, yeah. Next thing I read was Barbarian's Hope. This was a 3-star. I don't know. Maybe it was a 2.5 star. I didn't like how we were in between 2 female POVs plus the main male character POV. So these were, I don't even know how to say her name. Asha and Himelo. They resonated before, and something happened, and then they broke the resonance off, and then now it's a book about them getting back together. And then you get Claire's POV in this, which I think is, I don't understand why the point of Claire's POV is in the book. So I just thought that it was just too much, and I was listening to it instead of listening to it and reading it, like the ebook at the same time. So I don't know. I'm going to give the next book a chance and see if I like it. I might be stopping the Ice Planet Barbarian series because I think it's getting way too much at this point. Okay, and so I don't know. I have it rated as a 3-star. I might bump it down to a 2.5 star. I don't know. It was just bleh as a book. All right, let me talk about the books that I'm currently reading. I'm currently listening to Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. To be honest, I don't think I'm very far into this book. So I think I'm in like the first couple chapters. Is that what I am? Let me see. Nope, I'm about to finish chapter 1. So, about to finish chapter 1. And I'm reading chapter 1, and I don't remember anything about chapter 1 when I read it when I was in elementary school. So, like, rereading chapter 1 was kind of an eye-opening because I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't remember this at all. I don't remember what happened in chapter 1 in the movie. So, it's kind of opening my eyes just a little bit. And then I'm also reading Love Arranged. So I'm reading an ebook and audiobook at the same time. This is from Lauren Asher. This is the last book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. Okay. This is, what's his name? Lorenzo and Lily's book. So Lily is the sister of Delilah, who's in the first book, so Love Rearranged. And it's their romance. It's kind of a fake fiance type of relationship right now. Lily's mom is having some issues, so she has anxiety with a lot of things. So her anxiety then triggers her high blood pressure. It's a whole thing in the book. And I am 62% in, and I'm just like, in this book that they're both supposed to fall for each other, and I'm waiting to the point where Lorenzo finally falls hard for Lily, because Lily already has fallen hard for him. And I'm just like, when are we going to see it? Because Lorenzo can't get it through his thick skull that he loves her. And it's irritating the crap out of me. So, I am sort of glad I did not buy the physical book for this, because if I don't see a change in Lorenzo, I'm gonna throw fists, because this is making me mad reading this book. And I'm like, you spend all your money on her, you get her expensive things, but you really don't love her, and you can't express your feelings even though you have them. is driving me up the wall at 62% in. And so, and he just proposed. And so I'm just like, dude, what is your problem? Kind of thing. Okay. That is the end of my rambling of what is going on. I have a couple packages I need to open and show you guys. But we have this to open. I am super excited about this because you'll find out. Hang on, let me open it and so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I've had this for a couple days. Not a couple days. Like, I think it's a couple weeks. And I've been meaning to open it and I keep forgetting to open it. So, we're gonna open it now without showing my address. Alright, there it is. Okay, so what you see is I have bought something from Epilogue Bookshop, and this is super cool. I cannot tell you how much I'm excited to have this on my shelf. So when I open this, I'm trying not to get all the confetti everywhere. So I got this, and this is going to tell me books read this year, and I got a bunch of cubes, and I'm going to be putting this on my bookshelf. So I'm super excited. And then you get 4 different dice. And so how many books have I read so far this year? Good question, because I don't even know. It says 105. Is that actually true? I won't know until, hang on, do I have it on here? No. Okay, so I have, was it Storygraph, and then I need to add the books that I have recently read. So with Goodreads, it does like double the reads things, because if you read on your Kindle and then, or on a Kindle app, and then you also log it in on Goodreads, it doubles. So yeah, so I need to put how many books I have read. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have read 94 books. I'm gonna put 94, and then it's gonna look something like this, and then hopefully it's going, I'm gonna put 4, and I'm gonna put 9, and it's gonna look like this. So it's something for me to keep track of everything I have done. So we're gonna leave that in the background for now. And then my extra dice is just gonna go set up there for now, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Okay, then I got this PR box, which I am super excited to open, from Helena Hunting. I purchased it, and I was nervous that I wasn't going to be able to get it because there was issues with tariffs, and so she was able to ship it from somewhere in the United States. So I'm super excited. So this is what the box looks like, and then did I open it? It's stuck. Okay. And then when you open it, it's gonna look something like this. And then you have that, and I cannot find what just fell. But so I have, what fell out was the nameplate, or the book plate that you get in this. And so I get a hat. And I'm trying to make sure that none of this. So I get a hat. Will I wear it? I don't know. But I got a hat that looks something like this. It says, Once Upon a Time, Helena Hunting. And then I get a cup that says Badass Babe Brigade. And I'm super excited because it's a cup. I just need to clean it, but yeah. So, Badass Babe Brigade. And then you get this sticker, and then you get these cards. So we got Essie, and then you have Nathan, or Nate, that's what he goes by in the book. And then this is my not so safe artwork, which I'm not opening because I will not open it and get in trouble. And so I got something that looks like this, and then on the back is everything that is in the book. And then I get my boarding pass, like type of bookmark, which I think is super cute. So it looks something like this. And then, okay, you get your straw, and then I move that. And all of the confetti is on the floor. Great. And then I get my book. And this book is gorgeous. Okay, so this is the book. I Could Be Yours. Here's the back side. And then you have sprayed edges, kind of sprayed edges. And then this has like a palm tree and everything. It's kind of damaged, but I don't really care. On the bottom of the spine. And then this is what it looks like inside. And then this is the inside here. So this is super gorgeous. Look at these pages. Holy cow. Wow. And they have artwork on each of the chapter pictures. Oh, it's the same one. It looks like. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube. But, wow. That is pretty cool. But, so you have this inside. And so it's super cool. Yeah, it's a chapter. So you have a picture on each of the chapters. And it's the same one for each one of the chapters. So I'm super excited. And now I gotta post it on Instagram. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. So it's going to be a shorter vlog. I do apologize. You don't see me much reading in this video, but that is because I am back at school and I don't get much reading done because I am at school at 7:55 in the morning and I don't get home until almost 7 o'clock because I coach tennis right after school, and so I don't get to do much reading except for driving to school and driving home from school. So I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.